Hello, it's Bonnie on ado.fr.
Les périodes noires, comme celle-ci, peuvent rapprocher les gens.
Prends ma main.
Elles peuvent aussi les séparer.
Ces filles, elles vont me tuer, Harry.
Your character gets more important in this new film. Was it a challenge for you?
Yeah, definitely. I think it was really enjoyable to sort of take the characters somewhere further. And I think when I read the book, I was excited to sort of, take her into another element. Obviously, the romance that happens between Ginny and Harry was exciting to do. But yeah, I think I was pleased with how kind of I played the role in the end.
How do you feel when you read the book and you know you're going to play the character?
Yeah, it's weird. I think you sometimes have to step back from the idea that you will play the character in order to sort of read the book in its entirety and to see where everyone goes and to see the story of Harry, obviously the main figure. But you can't help but kind of think in the back of your mind, we'll be filming that. So, I don't know, I think just more exciting, I think, to, when you see things that you'd really enjoy, you look forward to filming them.
How would you define Ginny?
I think she's become, as the stories have gone on, she's become a very confident, young woman. She's begun to grow into herself. She's obviously experienced in the Chamber of Secrets film. She knows what it's like to, have her mind completely taken over by Lord Voldemort. So she understands the threat that Harry's going through and she understands the challenges. So I think her perceptive sort of nature of Harry's struggle I think that's how they come together as the two.
What do you think she feels for Harry?
I don't know, I think a very strong connection. I think her family are very connected to Harry and that kind of brings her closer to him. And I think they sort of slowly actually begin to realise that they like each other more than friends, which I don't think they sort of first thought. So I think it comes almost as a surprise to both of them that they become close to one another, but obviously it ends up as the right relationship in the end.
Ginny!
What do you think he feels for her?
I think as well, I think he's obviously being just the younger sister of his best friend. It must be quite a weird feeling to then all of a sudden kind of like the younger sister. But I think he has a connection because the family, he's obviously close to in that sense, and she doesn't treat him differently because he's this chosen one that's got this responsibility. So I think she's just kind of the grounding kind of foundation for him.
If you had one magical power, what would it be?
Oh, I think I'd disappear and go to different, the apparating charm when you can sort of click your fingers and I could go from Paris to America to Italy or different things. To travel would be really great, fast.
Are you sad that it's getting to the end, or are you excited for the future?
I think all of us are quite sad. I think coming to an end of something that we began when we were much younger is going to be quite a weird feeling. But I think also we'll end, on a high, and we'll all be really sort of excited to move on to what we've got left to do. But I hope we'll all, continue being in contact and sort of never let the Harry Potter family sort of go and disperse in other places. But yeah, it'd be a sad experience.
Now that you're kind of a movie star and you're just a teenager, how does it feel?
Yeah, I think it's weird sort of having, your normal life of school and then also acting. But I think I've always tried to sort of have a balance between both of them. I think it's important not to sort of forget that, you're still doing your education and you've still got your friends and family at home. And I think that happens with a lot of people who have been on the film. We've always tried to remain very grounded and have both lives going on. So I've been able to achieve both of them.
The Warner Brothers Pictures.
Ginny! Je dois le faire. Battez-vous, espèce de lâche! Battez-vous!
Yeah, I think it has. I think knowing the ending is sort of difficult when you're playing a character. Obviously, you don't know the future of the character's life. So I think it was important for us to sort of almost forget about what happens in the end to sort of focus on the now and what's happening in that moment in the sixth film. I think it does affect it because you sort of know, obviously, the relationship that Ginny has with Harry. We know in the end that kind of they end up together. But I think it's important to sort of pretend you don't know the ending so you can play, you know, the current situation. Yeah, there was lots of really exciting scenes for me that I had fun doing. The main scene was that I really enjoyed was there's a kind of this big dramatic scene in just outside the Weasley house, and the Death Eaters sort of come and sort of try and chase us, and we're sort of running through the reeds, and we did it as like a night shoot, so it's like in the middle of the night outside, so it felt really real, like as if we were, you know, in this magical world. I hope people like it. It's kind of, I don't know, it's just I think they used it in the film to really kind of express this threat that the Weasley family have, and Harry, of the Death Eaters, you know, that they will come and sort of destroy our home just to get to Harry. Yeah, I think for all of us, I think from playing a character for so long, when we finish this film, it's going to be hard to sort of, you know, break free from this Harry Potter sort of world that we're now in. But I think hopefully we won't become typecasts of our, you know, hopefully I won't forever remain just only Ginny Weasley, and hopefully I'll be able to sort of, you know, play other characters. And I guess that's the challenge for us, to sort of go on and be in different films and break out of our character.